And we see referee Andre Gladzinski is going to invite the athletes out onto the mat. Diego on the top of the screen there. Yuri is on the bottom of the screen.
We also got Half Gracie Jiu Jitsu and Diego Herzog versus Kayotero Jiu Jitsu with Yuri.
This is going to be a great match. I'm excited about this. Andre Gladzinski gets the formalities out of the way, checks the side judges, and he's getting ready to start the time. And Yuri is going to get after it. He's
right
hopping,
after it.
And he's setting up those foot sweeps just repeatedly on the right side. And let's see if Diego changes his tact. He goes for a single leg. Oh,
wow.
Nice action there as they end up out of the match and almost onto the camera.
Yuri might burn himself out if he ain't careful. He's really going after it right now.
And let's see what Diego's pacing is going to be like, because Yuri came out with a strong pace.
Diego's pace is always the same.
It's always the same. I've yet to really see him get pushed, but if anybody can push him, it's going to be Yuri today.
Yeah, he's got to do that for sure, but you don't want to burn yourself out against a beast like Diego.
Yeah, absolutely right. But in this kind of a situation, I could see Yuri really trying to push the pace, just trying to get Diego to make some kind of mistake. Diego does not make a lot of mental mistakes on the mat. He just doesn't do it. His awareness is very good, and we could see him right now. He's going to work his game. He's going to slow Yuri down until he gets the position he wants. He pulls guard, and Yuri's going to work to pass, and Diego's going to play the guard, and Yuri almost got past there, but he's crafty. He's got long legs.
Yeah, he's shutting down his bottom leg.
He's shutting it down.
He's putting his left hand through. For me, I would grab the back of the Panzer belt to shut down that leg. He's obviously got a more sophisticated plan than I would come up with.
He's close to passing.
But he is doing a good job of putting that right shoulder pressure down, trying to shut down Diego's top leg so he can pass to the left.
And you see Diego with the belt grip on the left side there. It's
right.
interesting to see what he's working for.
What that is doing is if Yuri passes too aggressively and doesn't pay attention to his balance as he passes, Diego's is just going to use that left leg hook to roll him over.
And we can hear some of the coaching taking place on the sidelines with the Half Gracie black belt on bottom. Diego Herzog, he's trying to work an open guard. He's got an arm lasso, a little bit of an arm lasso on Yuri Simões' right side. We can see Yuri's putting the pressure on. He really wants to try to manage distance and shut Diego's hips down here and take that lanky length away from him.
He is super active as well. He's super active.
This is a major task for him to be able to shut down Diego's hips. You know, he's got so much leverage in his legs.
Yeah, let's see if Diego is playing that arm lasso. It's real hard to get around that, a good arm lasso.
Man, that lasso for Diego is so effective because he's got such leverage in those legs. He can sweep him to the left. He can also just go upside down with it.
About 7.5 minutes on the clock right now. And Kelly is still bringing the pressure, looking for the pass, and Diego is defending quite well at this point. I don't see Diego mounting a whole lot of offense in this position. More just defending the pass, and Yuri's almost got the pass, but that lasso on his left arm is really starting to turn into a hindrance here. And let's see if Yuri can get through the pass. I apologize, I called Yuri Kelly.
And if you'll notice, too, right when he's coming close to passing.
Oh, and he forces Diego to turtle up. I'm sorry, Matt.
They're almost off the mat.
Yeah, again.
Right there.
Coincidence? Yeah. I think not.
No, you're right, and that's something that Elliot Kelly had talked to us about earlier, about how smart Diego Herzog is in his positional awareness on the mat. When he tries things, a lot of times it's near the corners, so if things go sideways, he bails out of bounds. It's a great strategy. And let's see, the referee resets. Yuri's got one hook in, and I think Yuri picked up an advantage.
Leading by advantage.
That's big to get a lead against Diego.
Huge.
He's got a hook, and he's got a far side seatbelt. Let's see if he can get the second hook and turn this into 4 points here.
Diego Herzog is in a little bit of trouble right now.
Yeah, look at Yuri. He's powerful, man. Look at the pressure he's putting on Diego at this point. Let's see if Diego can recover some kind of half guard action here. See, Diego's kind of just hanging out a little bit in this position.
Well, this is where you get the difference in age and confidence, experience. You know, Diego, most people would freak out like, oh man, I gotta get out of this position. Diego, look, he's hanging onto that wrist. He's waiting for Yuri to make a mistake, and as soon as he does, Diego's gonna be free, maybe turning into something better than just an escape, maybe a better position.
Is Diego in danger here, though?
Not yet.
And Diego managed to go to his back.
Diego's flattened out on his back, you know, more importantly. He's got that grip on the left side, maybe to switch it to an underhook.
Yeah, and it looks like he's looking for that.
Yuri's doing a good job of staying heavy on his heels.
And we've seen Yuri do this kind of long step type pass frequently here, where he's putting some pressure on Diego's hip.
It's gonna be a little bit harder because Diego's got longer legs, so where he would like basically do a donkey kick with that right leg to break that guard open so he can long step, he's gonna have to really kick to get those long legs to break open because he's has 6 inches more of distance. He's got to extend Diego's legs.
And Diego throws his left leg in front of Yuri's face just to defend that, and let's see what Yuri can do if he can't get a pass. And he's got Diego in a bad spot here. He may be able to get the pass, but Diego's legs are so long, he's tying them in repeatedly here, just kind of frustrating Yuri. And Yuri goes to the leg drag.
He's
he
almost
might have
got
the
it.
pass here. And Diego recovers, and I think we're going to see Yuri pick up an advantage on that.
Wow, almost 5 minutes in with 2 advantages. You got to be happy with that if you're Yuri.
And I think at some point here, we're going to see Diego pick up the pace here. Now that he's down by 2 points, there's 5 minutes left. He's down by 3 advantages, excuse me. Diego's going to need to make something happen here.
You know,
he's a little too calm from my perspective. I mean, you got 5 minutes left.
Yeah, well, he is calm, but he's not inactive. He's still moving. He's keeping the same pace he always does. Yeah, he's saving it so when he needs those nitros, he's gonna hit that button. He'll be on. He's still just shy of 5 minutes. They're advantage points. All Diego has to score is like 1 legitimate sweep, and those advantages mean nothing.
Yeah. That is very true. And Diego's not a fool, right? He plays great strategy.
Right.
But Yuri, in his own right, is very good at what he's doing. So
yeah, and then if you know these guys that train at Health Gracie, they play for blood, not points. You know.
We don't play for money. We play for blood.
Diego's just, you know, okay, you got advantage points, but you know, as soon as you slip up and I see an opportunity for submission, you're gone.
Yeah, got $1,000 on the line here. This is the 2015 American Cup Open Weight Pro Finals between Yuri Simões of Kyotera Jiu-Jitsu and Diego Herzog from Half Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. We saw Diego defeat Elliot Kelly on his way to the finals, and we saw Yuri defeat Manny Diaz and David Robles on his way to the finals. It's going to be a great 4 minutes remaining, and I'm interested to see if Diego turns it on here and what he tries to do and how Yuri responds, because so far Yuri's played a really nice match in terms of beating a Diego Herzog.
We've got a reset here. His score is 0-0, 0-3, and advantages in favor of Yuri Simões, which is not many people probably predicted except for maybe Yuri and his coaches.
I think I predicted that Yuri would win. I'm just saying.
Yeah, maybe.
As we all know, Diego doesn't count advantages, sir.
He does not. And if you've ever talked to or listened, you guys have listened to any interviews with any of the Health Gracie guys on Inside BJJ, all of them say they don't care about winning by points. If they win a championship by points, they might as well have lost. So Diego's always looking for the submission.
Yeah, let's see where he takes this.
But you know, time is starting to come closer to running out, and he's down by 3 advantages. Yeah. He's got to make something happen fast.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah, let's see where this goes. There's about 3 advantages up. There's about 3.5 minutes, and I've yet to see Diego go into panic mode, but yeah, he may not even have a panic mode, right? But I would like to see him turn it up a little bit here and see if he can turn this into something different.
You know, you can say that Yuri's putting it on him, but he hasn't passed Diego's guard.
Yeah, he hasn't, and you could say that Diego's calm, but maybe he can't do anything. And there may be a pass coming up here. Yuri is almost around the legs, but Diego's reaching down and grabbing Yuri's left leg. Now he goes to the right leg, and he may look to invert. So
another advantage for Yuri.
Yep, and he does defend the pass, but he does give up an advantage. It's about 2.5 minutes, and I think Yuri...
There goes that long step right there at opportunity. Diego's guard is open. Now it's closed.
I think Yuri's going to slow the pace down.
Well, look at this. What he's going to do, he's going to go almost tornado guard right here. If he can get Yuri, he can bump him up. You know, may consider a whip up over his head. He's going to go upside down and either continue that motion or sweep him forward.
I'm definitely shocked with the way thus far Yuri has dominated Diego Herzog.
You see Yuri's playing a nice tight lapel grip too on the right side.
I'm impressed.
And he's going to try to work to pry those feet apart, get a pass, and let's see if Diego can turn it into something. Diego's coming down to 2 minutes.
He's running out of time, folks.
And Diego's down by 4 advantages. He's on the bottom. He's from Half Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, and Yuri Simões is on top. He's up by 4 advantages. He is with Kayotera Jiu-Jitsu Association.
Oh, look at he's feeding that lapel.
He
He's
might
going to go
work
deep
some-
half,
Yeah.
bump up, get to his knees. If Diego, even not a fancy sweep, if Diego can bump him up to his knees and then reverse the position, he'll get 2 points.
I think Diego may be looking for a quick sweep scramble.
He's close to getting mounted, though, wouldn't you say?
Nah, he's going to bump. He's going to bump up.
He's trying to bump. You hear the coaches are yelling at him to bump right now.
Minute-
Half is on the sidelines yelling bump. And let's see if he does it. He's really working for it, man. There's about a minute left. There's $1,000 on the line here. Both these guys want to go home with that check, but only one of them's going to get
here
the
it comes.
deposit into their
It's
account.
coming right down the
Here
wire.
it comes. Here it comes.
And there it goes. He's going to work for it. Is he going to get it? He's up. And Simões defends it well.
Nice defense.
Nope. Here it comes.
Diego spins under. Looks like
You got
Diego's
less
gotta-
than a minute to go.
Diego's got to hustle like there's $1,000 on it.
there's less than a minute to go. Diego's going to try to stand up. Yuri's going to go for the single. Diego's going to try to turn that into a sprawl.
Oh,
He's
there
got
goes
a
the front choke.
guillotine. Oh, he's giving up his back. And he sat down. And there's about 30 seconds left. This is not good for Diego at this point.
Diego needed a hustle like this about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, unfortunately, the timing maybe wasn't quite as well as he would have wanted. And
Yuri's going to stall this thing out and get that $1,000.
yeah, he just looked up at the check and he said, "You're mine, baby."
Oh.
He's got to pass.
Yeah, and he's going to pick up the points. And
That's impressive.
yeah, at this juncture in the match, I think it's fair to say that Yuri Simões is going to be our champion. He takes him out,
Wow.
and Diego knows it. And Yuri's going to chill.
And he's
gonna
going for
take
the armbar. He might get it.
No, Diego ain't tapping. And he finishes the
Wow.
match 7-0.
Great performance.
Matt, you lost again.
Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, we have our 2015 American Cup Open
Wow.
Weight Black Belt Pro
3 matches he won.
Division winner,
Hungry like a wolf.
Yuri Simões. Nice job, Yuri Simões. Outstanding work on his part. Nice show of respect amongst the athletes, and you could believe that Simões worked hard today, and he earned that $1,000 check.
He fought a perfect match against Diego Herzog.
He had
made
3
no
real
mistakes.
nice matches today, Yuri did,
Man,
man.
dude, he did really good. I didn't think he would do that good against Diego. Diego, man,
I kind of did.
Yuri did really good.
Nah,
I'm really
Diego's
impressed.
a savage. I just picked Yuri because you guys picked Big Diego.
You know, maybe the like Ernest was saying, the MMA, you know, that Diego's been doing took a little bit away from his jiu-jitsu game.
Or maybe that's true. Or maybe Yuri Simões is just really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, I think both are a factor.
Nice job.
Yuri is no joke. You don't want to diminish anything he did because he just showed a dominant,
Yeah, he
really,
did.
really, really dominant performance.
That was outstanding.
I mean, just to dominate somebody like Diego, that's saying a lot.
And we got Claudio França coming onto the mat to shake hands, and he's going to present Yuri Simões
$1,000,
with
baby.
the check,
Hold that check up high.
and he's going to hold that check up for $1,000. Nice work. He's stoked. He's excited. He's smiling. He's going to bump fists and shake hands. He better protect that check. Nice job. Yuri Simões, ladies and gentlemen, 2015 American Cup Open Weight Black Belt champion.
Wow, that's it. That's shocking.
Really did a nice job there on his way to the finals with a good submission, couple submission victories, and then a win over Diego Herzog. And we are going to jump over to Estella. She's live with Yuri Simões on the sidelines.
Hi, we are here with Yuri with the Open Black Belt Pro Division. And Yuri, you just won $1,000. Can you give us a little feedback about that?
Yeah, I feel good.
What was your strategy going into the last match?
Just win. I wanted to win this money. I wanted to win the fight, so I just went 100%.
That last 30 seconds were intense. Were you thinking, let me just finish these 30 seconds, or were you thinking, let me submit them? What was your strategy there?
I wanted to go until the end, until the submission. I tried to push the pace. I was with like a comfortable amount of advantage like I had. I didn't need to take the risk, but for myself, I wanted to finish the best way I could. He's a very tough guy. I couldn't tap him, but I'm happy that I gave 100% of me.
That's awesome. What are you going to do with your $1,000 now?
I'm just going to Kauai Monday, so with my girlfriend, I'll be spending that over there.
There you go, Claudio Frenza. Now you know where those $1,000 are going to be spent at the island of Kauai. Congratulations, Yuri. Wish you luck. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, Tel. That was a great matchup right there. Yuri Simões.
Great tournament. Great black belt tournament, man.
He's going to take the money and run.
I'm going to go put it all on red.
He said he's going to Kauai with his girlfriend, so that's pretty much is going to be where that money's going, right? Taking the lady on vacation. Nice.
Yeah, right. Very nice job. Man, we saw a great open division here. We saw great performances from Elliot Kelly and great performances from Diego Herzog and Yuri Simões. I don't think at the beginning Yuri was the exact favorite. I think people kind of thought Diego was going to win, but I think people were sleeping on Yuri is all it was.
That's what it was. I know I was. I was like, oh, Yuri's pretty good. But, dude.
You know, what about Manny Diaz, though? He gave Yuri one hell of a match, and Yuri went on to win the whole thing. I think we haven't seen the last of Manny Diaz in the black belt division.
Absolutely. Manny Diaz is fresh and young. He definitely has a lot ahead of him. And you know what? Guys like David Robles, they come out, and like we talked about, you got to know what the level is. You got to know where you got to be. And I think we're only going to see him come out and get better and get stronger. Guys like Elliot Kelly, obviously, he's a perennial. He's always in the hunt. He's always dangerous. Of course, Diego Herzog, he's dangerous no matter where. He could be injured in the hospital. He's dangerous.
Yeah.
Right? But Yuri Simões, really outstanding, dominant performances today at the 2015 American Cup. He's been crowned the open weight black belt pro division champion. He gets to walk away with $1,000, and we're super stoked for him. We're excited. Stay tuned. Stay with us. The BJJ Tour.